Well, it's time now for a look at what's making headlines in the international papers this Thursday with Diptyka Laurent. Hi, Dipty. We've been seeing in recent hours retaliatory airstrikes from Pakistan directed towards Iran in response to Iranian strikes in Pakistan on Tuesday.
That's right. It's really dominating the papers this Thursday. The tensions between Pakistan and Iran has been escalating. Earlier this week, Iran confirmed it led strikes against a terror group in Pakistan. According to Pakistani authorities, those strikes targeted civilians, including reportedly the deaths of young children. Iran also launched strikes in Syria and Iraq in retaliation. Pakistan says they have now carried out strikes against Iranian military targets. It's caused really great tensions between the two countries. Diplomatically, it's something that the papers are focusing on as well. You see here from Dawn, Tehran ties downgraded in the wake of the cross-border attack. And in its editorial today, the paper says that the two countries stand at a very delicate juncture, warning that the situation is also rapidly deteriorating. Now, diplomatically, something that Pakistan today is focusing on is Pakistan's decision to recall its ambassador from Iran. Meanwhile, the Iranian ambassador to Pakistan, who was currently in Iran, has been asked not to come back to Pakistan. The paper also noting the Pakistani Foreign Office's comments that it has the right to retaliate after what it calls Iran's unprovoked violation of its airspace. You have China also warning both countries not to escalate tensions and to try and just exercise a bit of restraint here. In its editorial today, Pakistan Today says here that the Iranian attack on the two targets in this part of Pakistan, this Balochistan area, was surprising because it came from Iran, which was considered a friend. But the paper says it may have also shown the limits of this friendship. It's possible that Iran had simply run out of patience with Pakistan, who it feels hasn't been doing enough to curb the threat of Balochistan separatists. Patience is running thin. That's exactly what Tehran Times says, Iranian paper, on its front page. This time they're talking about those strikes on Iraq. It launched ballistic missiles at an Israeli espionage center in Erbil, Iraq, in northern Iraq. Earlier this week, Tehran says it was in compliance with international law because it was simply defending its borders.
There's a lot of concern in the British papers today, Dipty, over the health of both Princess Kate and also King Charles.
That's right. They will be okay, rest assured, but the British papers are certainly very worried about them. Kate is doing well after having abdominal surgery. She'll be out of the public eye, though, until at least Easter time. King Charles, meanwhile, will be treated next week for an enlarged prostate. Health worries that have got all the British papers worried. You've got the Daily Mail here that says, let's pray that they're both okay. The Daily Mirror, meanwhile, notes that Prince William has cancelled all his engagements to take care of Kate Middleton, which leaves the royals in a very unique position of having three major members right now out of action, at least temporarily.
A new study, Dipty, confirming that something that some of us have suspected for a little while, possibly. Google denying it, the accusation being that its search engines aren't quite what they used to be.
Yeah, Google has said this is not true and in fact is better than ever. But a new study from Leipzig University and Bauhaus University Weimar found that internet searches, not just on Google, but on Bing and DuckDuckGo, have simply deteriorated in quality, notably because of search engine optimization techniques. The SEO techniques is a process of improving traffic to a website or a web page from a search engine, something that Google, for instance, has encouraged in order to provide the best possible search results. But the study looked at over 7,000 product review search terms over a year on Google, Bing, and DuckDuckGo, and they essentially found that the highest ranked pages have the lowest quality of text. In other words, the junk websites are winning, they're gaming the system somehow, and it probably explains why you're often sort of bombarded with very useless information when you search something into Google. On the flip side, despite poor search quality, Google outperformed its competitors, which I guess says a lot for the health of search engines right now.
And Dipti, finally from you, it is extremely cold here in Europe. In Paris this morning, it was snowing on our way into work. A Korean tradition you found might come in handy, and it's getting a lot of attention on TikTok.
Yeah, Koreans do know one thing or two about cold weather hacks. Jeff Kimmy spoke about this must-have fashion accessory on his TikTok recently. Before I show you the image, let's see if we can play you the video. You can see exactly what he's talking about. There you go. It's a nose scarf. This video has actually been viewed 6.4 million times. It's nothing new, though. Koreans, apparently this has kind of been around for a while, but the video has really brought it into international spotlight. It's even spawned other videos where people are seen wearing this famous nose scarf. It turns out it's actually very effective in protecting your nose and you generally from airborne viruses that are particularly present during winter. And, it's also a fashion accessory to boot.
Quite good at making you look like a rodent as well, if that's what you're going for. Dipti Laurent will look through the international press this Thursday. Thank you very much.